irresponsible. Too many obstacles. You gotta stop it though. You gotta take it slow. You can't be your pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make one move. I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it 'cause it's what I wanna fucking do. 'Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They block in your vision. I know you can't listen. That shit is all fiction 'cause you want the power. You're just gonna take that. Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or really fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them in the better than you face it. Niggas that they giving them, you're not gonna scrape it. No, they don't give a damn. You got what I'm saying? I'm not from the play. No, you too straight. There's too many of us, and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying. Stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just. I don't wanna hear it anymore. I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters. Get heads to the glass. Talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to hang out. But you never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all down. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that?
What up, y'all? Been a minute, so I decided to come back on and see what's up, see what I can get on the builds. Go ahead and switch some things around right here. And I know there's quite a few people that are live right now, but figured since I scheduled to do this for a couple hours ago, I would still go on and see how long it goes and then go from there. Move this around. Basically wanted to go over, went on a nice little hike and ended up in those areas I wanted to go, check out those the marine facilities that are in my area where I think they're doing the weather modding. Got a few pictures, so I figured I needed to go up there and make sure they're there and see how far back into the property I can go to. So guess we're just gonna go right into it. Basically, I went on a hike. There's a facility about 10-15 minutes from me, and I know they got a couple things up there that were of interest. Stuff like it's like a Doppler radar looking thing. There's some other stuff in the back that I couldn't get to, but I know they got a laser, one of the laser and directed energy buildings and lasers back there that I couldn't get to. I'm gonna try to. I think I found a way to get back there, but that'll be for another time. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, or in regards to what I know is there. Go ahead and screen share. So let me go there. So basically this is let me get there. What's up, my friend? What's up? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's been a minute, so I decided I'm gonna go on and make sure yeah, well, I know they're all on. But I figure, if I schedule 2 hours in advance, or at least, give the heads up. So I don't know what to tell you, but figured since I already did schedule it, I was going to go on anyway and talk about what I wanted to talk about. It won't take long. So, I mean, if you guys want to go ahead and take off, that's fine. It will go back to video so you can watch it later. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to do this from 2 hours ago. So I knew I was going to go on. Regardless if anyone else did, I was still going to do it. So what's up? What's up, Dre? What up, Ted? Just wanted to go over those that I got the other day when I did that hike. So, like I said, I may not be one of the biggest channels and I may not turn the biggest crowd, but doesn't mean I shouldn't go on and I shouldn't be showing, what I told you guys I was going to go do. So, this is the area right here that I went to. It's Laguna Mountains. Just a couple things out there that sparked interest in me. This what we're showing on the screen right now. This is one of the laser and directed energy sites that's up here. From what I got from looking around the web and a couple of websites, basically what it is, the definition for what it is it's a ranged weapon system that afflicts damage at any target by emission of highly focused potential application of the technology. Includes anti-personnel weapons systems, missile defenses. Now, when I go to the USAF, United States Air Force, or NASA's definition for what this site is used for, they say it's used for information from planets and the moon. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go with the first of many definitions that I got for this weapon. So this is one of the sites I was not able to get to. Let me go ahead and show you the next site that's there. This is actually the laser site. Like I said, I couldn't get to it. It's actually further back off the road that I went to, which I'll show you what stops me in a minute. Show next one. Okay, so this is the one I was able to get pictures of and get pretty close to. This is the Joint Surveillance System, FAA Long Range Radar. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there's some creepy shit that went on when I was up there, which you'll see in the pictures. I have a video that I'll show that was kind of it was pretty much it was a trip. Yeah, Dre, I saw Dre. I sent it to Dre to kind of make sure I wasn't going crazy. But the clouds were doing some crazy shit above this place. This is nothing. Let me get to where I'm trying to show you. Okay, so this is the actual place that I went to, that I'm showing right now. I wasn't, like I said, I didn't get right up on it, but I got close enough that it was that I got some pretty good pictures of it. So let me go ahead and show you some pictures real quick. Make sure I'm still sharing. Okay. Basically, you drive up into the mountains. This is basically the first thing I pulled up on. It's a sign, says no, only. It says authorized vehicles only. Over here is a huge ditch. Then after that, it's just brush everywhere. I'll show you some more pictures. Let me see if I can get through them. What's up, Nikki? Thank you guys for showing up. I know a lot of other things are going on, but it's very important to me that you guys showed up. So thank you. I'm just kind of going over that hike I went on, and what I ended up finding out. And let me tell you, I sent it to Drake, like I said, to make sure I wasn't crazy. And I'll go ahead and explain what that video I saw in that video and what I experienced up there. Now, the first thing I would like to say about this area is there is a sound that happens. It's at first I was wondering cars running on a road that's pretty close by, but once there were no cars and once everything quieted down, there was the best way I can explain it, there was a low roar. Um, it was a trip. I definitely know some shit's going on up here. I know it sounds crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that video in a second of what I saw up there that kind of solidifies what I think is going on. Right now, you're kind of seeing some cloud pictures from above it. Now, where you see blue skies and then you see clouds, this is literally on top of where we're at. So to me, it kind of seemed odd. And there's, like I said, there's some shit went down, and it kind of made me nervous to be up there. This right here is the site, is what I see when I go up there. This is the what they call the radar systems, but this is exactly what a Doppler radar looks like. Now, with this being so close to the laser site, that's the laser site. If I could best guess, it'd be over this mountain where my cursor is, over this area, probably another mile. I think I know another way to get back there, but we'll see. I'm gonna probably do that on another day. Yes, I think this is one of the places they skip their microwave signals and shit off of. They use those things as piggybacks. This, I got a better picture of it. Hold on 1 second. So this right here is exactly what the ELF and the VLF transformers look like. These are basically the signals find it, and then the signals follow it, and then they bounce off of those Doppler-like things. Now, I didn't get, those are pretty much all the pictures are going to be the same as that. You know, just different ranges from it. This is as far as I could really get to it. I know I got one of these pictures that are going to show how far it was. Here you go. Yeah, this now is the stuff I went and got. Nick, yeah, all these pictures that I'm showing you are the pictures I went up to an area where I knew I could see it, because I've seen this thing before. It wasn't until I learned what it was, and then figured it all out, and then started getting those weird pictures. So let me go ahead and background what I'm talking about. Basically, what is it? Last week, Monday-ish? Yeah, Monday. Driving home. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep the screen share so you guys, it doesn't really matter. On the way home from dropping my son off, I saw these clouds. This is about above, maybe 2 miles, 3 miles south of where I stay at. I wasn't able to find well, basically I have what I think is doing this, but I don't have a really good picture of it. I just have it from a distance, and it's a picture from actually a month ago that I have. So this, like I said, so the things that I think are making this is about 2 miles east of me. The Doppler radar looking one that I showed you guys is actually about, I say about 10 miles north of where I'm at right now. So this Doppler one is what I believe did this. Did this one with the clouds. This is right above that Doppler radar system area. Now, this picture really doesn't do it too much justice, but of a sky, I mean, you can see the whole sky. There is nothing that does this at all except for that one area. And then, like I said, the picture I just showed, in this one, there's nothing else in that area that looks like that. Nick, the best way, when you ask what is it, the best way for me to explain what it is it's them either using the microwave signals, the frequencies, or I don't even know how to explain, something you're doing to the clouds. That is the best way I give you an exact what they're doing. So like I said, so this is the area which I'm showing you the pictures from. I'm where my cursor is right about here is where those pictures are taken from. That one weird picture with the hole in the sky looking is actually right above this red dot. And the one where the clouds are coming out of the sky is actually right about here. And I stay somewhere in this area. So I'm in between where I saw those pictures from. Let me find out. So I have to go in and find the okay, so this is the site. I actually used to shoot here probably about 15 years ago. This is actually the Mexican border right here. That brown line right there is actually the border. This is all brand new. I'm talking within the last 2-3 years, and I believe is what. So what I've read up on it before, and I don't know where I was reading, find it right away. But it's basically a an area where radar can use to pump itself up on steroids. So when they hear about like NASA or any of those technologies listening out into the universe where they listen for stuff, this is what they bounce everything off of to get that signal. And this is also attached to it, and this is pretty much next to each other. Let me tell you, these towers that have nothing but power, they look like transmission centers where they would piggyback and then split off everywhere else. But I can tell you right now, there's not a town with a population of over 5,000 within an 80 square mile radius of this facility. So to be amplifying anything to anywhere seems kind of far-fetched to be here. This is right next to that picture I just showed you. All this area, these are all fenced off. I tried. I couldn't get within a half a mile of this place before Border Patrol asked me what I was doing and gave me a you should turn around suggestion. Like I said, that's one of the pictures right next to this. It's the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and take the screen share off, and I'm going to try to find that video. I know where I can find it if I do not find it in my files. I know a place I did put it. I'm going to have to go ahead and see if I can still get to it. But yeah, so let me go ahead and explain to you what the video is going to show you guys. Basically what happened is I went up there and took those pictures. I was I'd say within 100 yards of that site. Now, what happened was, like I said, I heard it was a sound. It sounded like a low hum roar. So it wasn't super loud, but it definitely was not the wind. And it definitely was not a road that was probably a mile west of where I was. But the issue wasn't that. What I did was I ended up looking up, because that's where all the cloud pictures are from. And I noticed something that I had never in my life had ever seen. So when I looked up and saw clouds, basically I imagine going to the beach and that first 5 feet of where the water rushes in and then rushes back, like the tide in and out, in and out. I watched clouds do this, go out and then come back in, like as if they were waves. Now, like I said, I thought it was crazy. I really was like, do I show people this? Do I even talk about it? But I knew what I saw, so like I said, I sent it out. I wanted some people to let me know if they saw what I saw, and I mean, they saw it too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this up real quick and see if you guys can and see what I saw. I'm not 100%. You're probably going to hear a lot of wind. So I don't think you're going to hear. And I'm not going to lie, I actually haven't really. Wasn't something I watched, and it kind of freaked me out already. Let me go to the chat real quick. Or hang on. What up, Ray? Let me get you going real quick. No one can hear you. Or hang on 1 second. Okay, you're good to go. All right, they can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, I watched that video, and I know I saw it. Took me. I had to watch it. I ain't gonna front. I had to watch it like maybe 5 times before I realized what you were talking about. And then I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
Yeah, let me answer some of the questions. Yeah, Nikki, the pictures and the video you're about to watch, I got myself on Tuesday evening. And like Dre just said, he was the one I sent it to. I'll play the video a few times so you guys can it may take a couple times for you to watch it to see it. But like I said, these clouds literally kind of moved in and out like waves. And it was like a section of clouds.
You know what else might help you see it? I'm just gonna give you this scenario real quick because this is what. As soon as I realized what it was, this is what it looked like to me. Just imagine, excuse me, just imagine like, have you ever been in a room, like a smoke-filled room, and you know when you open a door, you get that air pressure, it changes, and you see all that smoke just kind of waft over at once. You know what I'm talking about? It just kind of, you just see all that smoke in the room. When that pressure changes, it all goes one way, and then it kind of goes back the other way. That's what it looked like to me. Is that what you saw?
That's exactly what I saw.
Okay.
Like, it's the same thing. So imagine if someone, a big cloud of smoke, and someone opened the door, and so the smoke rushes away from the door, but they were like, "Oh damn, my bad," and they closed the door, and the smoke rushed back to where it was. Now that's basically what it is.
That's exactly what I saw too. When I saw that, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy looking."
Yeah. So, and what caught my eye so much to it was I'll show the pictures again, but where it was clear skies, and it was then you saw all the thick clouds everywhere, and the pictures I was showing. This all kind of happened right above the clear sky area, above that radar system. So let me go ahead and go to my share screen. Now, like I said, I'm going to play it a few times so you guys can get an idea of what I saw, and maybe it'll make some sense to you guys too, but it definitely wasn't normal as far as I'm concerned.
Didn't look normal. I never seen nothing like that before.
All right, so here we go. There's the first pulse. There's again. Now, as far as I'm concerned,
big one.
Yeah, I mean there's a huge difference between me moving, which you'll see like I'm moving right now, but then find a spot against the car where I can actually sit still. Everything you're seeing from about here on is not me moving. This is all what the clouds are doing.
What's the elevation around there?
I'm at about 55 to 6,000 feet.
5,500 to 6,000.
Yep.
Yeah, see that's weird for even at that height, because I mean I don't know how high those clouds are, but they're not that high. And
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you because my dog was up here, and my dog loves outdoors. My dog will run and walk forever and ever and ever. My dog was weeping and like something was up the whole time, which is why I started like stopping and listening. And like I said, it was like I can't even. So you heard the wind. It sounded nothing like that. It sounded like the best way to describe it is imagine a generator off in the distance, but the problem was it didn't have that like that sound. It just was like a
right,
continuous hum slash roar, and it was like just nonstop continuous. It didn't sound like an engine.
that's a frequency
So
probably.
yeah, okay. So Nick was like, "Hey, was the wind changing directions?" So where I was at is at the top, and then off to the east, it's a straight drop, right? It's dropped down to our desert. So there's either going to be a strong wind coming up out off that canyon straight up, or it's going to be dropping down into that canyon. So what happens is big wall of clear skies, and then also um, like you can see where it kind of bands up from the winds, but where the clouds were thick and where it was clear skies didn't make sense to that. And then remember, you're hearing constant wind over over the camera shot of the video. That constant wind, I mean, was going good. So for it to have been going forward and backwards within a small area like that is why it didn't make sense to me. So it
Yeah.
was either everything was
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I never saw clouds do anything like that
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because where
ever.
I was, the winds are so strong. If they're blowing good, everything kind of just either goes. Nothing. The wind wasn't like so subtle that anything could be able to be going in and out like that. That was what was
Right.
tripping me out.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
Took about
that I
5
mean, but that
tries
was
to see it though.
what was that said voltage and frequency.
hmm
Okay, you know the hum off those the electrical wire.
High power. Yeah, I was just about to ask you because you've
It
been around that.
it was like that hum, but deeper, but and not as loud. Like if you were standing under it, you know, you get that damn that gets annoying sound. It was
Right,
very low. It was like if you just stood there quietly, you could hear it, but it was exactly like that hum, but deeper.
right, right.
For me to
Which
go, okay, some shit's really going on there. Um, I'm gonna play it again, just because so anyone that's came in or you guys have an idea, baby, you can hear the sound on it. Let me go ahead and put it onto my computer speakers and see if anyone can kind of pick up the sound of it. I guess because no one could. Well, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear the video, did you, Dre?
nah, not when you played it. I heard it when I watched it, but not when you just played it.
All right. I just put it on my speaker, so I'm going to see if it'll play loud enough so they can hear it too. But yeah, I mean, it was as far as I'm concerned, that shit was a trip to me. Then I slept for 3 days, so go ahead and play it. All right. Make sure I screen shared enough, right? Nope, no, it didn't. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a full screen again. Now, like I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick something. So like I said, where the spot where this is happening at, so the spot this was happening at was different than all the other areas. Let me go ahead, I'm gonna show you again the areas around where I'm at. So like I was saying, the clouds are either doing one or two things. They're usually either coming over the cliff and dissipating, completely gone, or they're getting bunched up on some of the west of me and becoming these big, burly, thick clouds. So that was the reason why it seemed so odd to me that they were doing what they were doing. So I'll go through this. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share from here. So I can explain. So, almost forgot to do that. Can you guys hear me right now? I'm pretty sure I completely forgot to.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, now I know you guys can hear me. All right, so let me go to my pictures. Okay, so like I said, these first two right here is basically where I walked up to. When we first came up the hill, this is what stops you. There's no other way in. There's a big ditch right here, so the fence doesn't go all the way. But as you can see, cloudy, very cloudy, thick clouds. Nothing clear about any of up here. This is the other direction. It's kind of cloudy, but it's not as thick over here. That's the valley down into the desert. So basically, I'm standing at the top of this whole ridge right here. Okay, see this line? That line is what normally happens. So it's either everything here just goes over the edge and disappears, dropping all how fast it is and drops into the desert, or it all bunches up like this. This is usually with the ridge line. Now, the problem with what you're looking at now is the way this ridge line of clouds is, this is all, everything clear you see over here is directly above that radar thing. And now the ridge line that I'm on goes for miles on end. I'll show you right now how far that ridge line actually goes. So normally, when you're thinking about how this works, and like I said, I'm on the backside of that desert. See this ridge line where that red dot is? That's about 40, 50 miles worth of ridge line that drops down into this desert. So usually that band of clouds usually runs this whole thing, but right above that red dot where I was at was not. That's where it looked like the clouds were kind of pushing back in. It was literally like a big circle around it. So this is it again. I was standing about down this bottom corner is where I was. But then I had to walk over here. But the clouds, if you guys can see my cursor, the clouds were doing this around the whole thing. So everything above it was clear, but the clouds were above it, just kind of sitting like that. And then that weird video I showed you, that was right above here. But like I was saying, go to those pictures real quick. Nice little cloud. That was all right above it too. But those ones kind of dissipated, so I'm thinking those are regular contrails. Find a good one. Yeah, so everything to the left of those, or to the right of those, of that picture, was all above where that radar system is. Yeah, everything to that right is, yeah, my dog was not happy up there.
Yeah, they can pick up on those changes like that, that subtle stuff that we can't.
Yeah, he's being a little whiny baby, and he never is. So it was that was the first thing that made me kind of sit still and go, wait, time out. Let me listen to this.
Something's up.
Yeah. And then I want to also point out, so out here, that area right there is the Salton Sea. Now, if you guys want, you guys can look up the Salton Sea and then look at the Laguna mountain range. And you can see the distance between me and the Salton Sea. And just understand, that's flat. There is no curvature when you look at that. I see no curvature along this whole area, and it's a good distance from where I'm at. So all those assholes can kiss my ass when they see that one.
Oh, you know what? Let me try something.
See, look, you can see blue skies above this. Right above that, it's all blue skies. Just off of the other picture is exactly where that band. Yeah, well, that was actually a good one, I can tell you. So right along here is the road that I was on. It made a hard right turn and then drives up this way. I thought about walking up there, but I wasn't taking no chances. Sorry. I'm gonna go to the chat real quick, just in case they have some questions about it. Watching on TV, can't hear anything. The sound is kind of weird. Like I said, it's gonna be wind. I don't think you could hear the hum, but I'll play it again and I'll see if I can get it to go again. Again, I thank everyone for being here right now. Nick, why is there so many planes I see with them and see I don't see any on? Yeah, those are the ones that don't spread out. Are probably definitely chem. Oh, okay, the ones that don't. Well, these ones the ones that I have on here, they kind of just disappeared. But it was like after maybe 20 minutes. Like I said, I don't really know too much about the trails. I do know that they didn't last a whole day. I expected them to last the whole time we were up there, but they didn't last that whole time. Where is it? Yeah, and there was like a weird spot in the clouds. I think it was in this one, but I couldn't see it as much as I thought I would be able to. It was weird. It was almost like you can see where it's like kind of fading off, but like right here was like so super thick, it looked weird, but my camera didn't pick it up like I thought it would. It's kind of weird, but yeah. But like I said, normally all of this goes along that whole ridge and then fans off. But here it went around that surveillance area. The problem was it was such a big area that I couldn't get the thick clouds plus the area and still be able to see this tower. But I mean, you can see it right above it. There's no clouds. It's all clear skies above, right on top of that. This one is a good show. You can see clouds in the background of it, just small little nothings. Then, all right, I think let's try to play this video one more time. See if I can change the settings on here so it's a little. Try it one more time.
Whatever parts I'm looking at are not doing it. Fine.
Yeah, so like I said, it was a trip. So get this back so I can know you guys can hear me. Yeah, so it was basically a very wonderful trip. I think it was successful as far as I'm concerned. Um, like I said, there's a whole other area. What was Nick saying? So also see planes in that same sky, but nothing. Usually higher to go full screen. Yeah, I heard it this time. Strange for sure. Yeah, I don't believe what St. Nicholas is supposed to elevation difference. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the area. I mean, if you live in mountains and you have a desert to the backside, you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. Where it could be thick clouds one spot, but then as you look over to that ridge that drops down, it just clear skies everywhere. Um, but I mean, it was literally clear skies around that area. It's not along that ridge anymore. So I'm definitely interested in going up there again. Um, like I said, that gate stops me from going deeper in to where the laser and direct energy laser is. Um, I also checked it, by going through the different, chain of command websites for the United States Air Force. They say there's a building back there, but it doesn't say exactly what it is. So that's what really got me going. All right, I need to still look into this. Yeah, um, yeah, Ted, that's exactly what I need. I need something like that to kind of start testing things. I mean, the fact that I went up there, the site's there, it's military ran. I got video of those clouds doing some crazy shit. I got pictures of above those locations, and even if it wasn't directly above it, I mean, it's above those mountains, so that's good enough for me. Um, but now it'd be like you're saying, better readings, like that would give me a better readout of what I'm hearing or seeing. Um, but yeah, something that can listen a lot better, and hopefully more eyes on what I was seeing, because I actually found out that just west of these locations is actually the PCT trail, where that's the trail I do backpacking on. Um, I haven't actually done this section of it, but I can walk along that trail and it's be right above me. So I may next time go out there, walk along the PCT, and see if I can get up higher up and then take pictures from there. That's probably what I want to do this weekend. Um, but just this information was burning holes through my brain. I had to get it out, let everyone else know. Especially after Dre saw that video and was like, "Yeah, I kind of see it." Took me a second, but uh, yeah. So Ted said EMR or some frequency counter. Yeah, I know there are ways. I was looking online on YouTube, and there's like different ways of making these things for like dirt cheap, like stuff you have around your house. I'm gonna see if those type of things will work, because I gotta take into account.
Yeah, I'm about to drop. My battery's about to die. I was trying to hook it up on a computer, but I can't.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries.
I gotta run.
I'm probably gonna shut down pretty soon. I do want to go see what's up with Dreads. I haven't seen him in a while, or heard from him in a while. So I just wanted to make sure I got this out there, and now I can expand on what I saw.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go plug in. Probably get to bed, but I'll let you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem, brother. Peace out to everybody. Peace.
What's up, Flat Accord? Kind of at the end of the little presentation I showed. It's gonna be a pretty short one. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to go say what's up to Dreads. He hasn't been on in a long ass time, but like I said, I wanted to get this out. I wanted to show you guys what my hike um, came about with, and let you guys know I'm gonna go up again and get more. But definitely wanted to get this information out there and let you guys know that hike was for nothing. um, so I'm happy with it being short, as long as I got to show you guys. Thanks for stopping by. What I'll do is I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say what's up to Dreads. It's been a minute, and then I'm probably gonna go on tomorrow again and expand into what I saw, and maybe show, explain a couple more of the facilities that are back there before I go up there again. So, like I said, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out with some music because I like to do that now. And then, if you guys are staying online, I'll see you guys over at the Fam Dreads. Go ahead and slowly but surely find my way to the music area of my. Matter of fact, Accord, didn't you just come out with some new stuff? If you're still here, if you pop up that link to your stuff, I'll play it. I'm not sure. I think saw you talking about it the other day. I wasn't 100% sure. Let me go to your page real quick. See if I find something. See, I'm not sure which is what, and I don't want to play it unless you've linked it, because Nick, what are you saying? Dredge isn't live anymore? Hang on. Let me go ahead and what I'll do is I'm gonna go and I'll go see if he's still on through my site. Yes, I'm not seeing him on at the moment. Okay, so he's not on. Oh, okay. I think he just wanted to pop in and say he was there. No worries, no worries. There's a couple other. It's all good. We'll go over to Bro Sanchez or something, but definitely wanted to at least get on here and say what's up. I've been on in a few days. Kind of bothered me. So let me go. I'm just going to play my outro music anyway, and then find somewhere to go chill at and say what's up. Yeah, like I said, just wanted to get those pictures in that crazy ass video out. So I wasn't planning on being on for very long anyway.
I'm in motion, I'm obsessive like the ocean, I'm relentless. No promotion, still progressing, overdosing on these lessons. And these words my only weapon, cut you deep, oh yeah, I sweat and feel the heat and all the tension. Need relief from this whole session, but I keep myself progressing, cause I creep around suppressants. I don't sleep enough, you guessed it, every second is oppressing. Got no time to be depressed, on this grind you always stress. So I work harder than the rest, that always said to do my best. I'll never doubt myself, I can count on no one else, and I do not need your help. I was told to show, not tell. I don't ever doubt myself. I can count on no one else, and I do not need your help. I was told to show, not tell. So My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. Quince, I got this, I will not quit, and I'm on it, honest. I'm gonna launch quick, and I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking. They watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping these top 10s, I'm so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live my die. Wish I could slow the time and just enjoy the climb. I'm the one to get it, man. I swear to God, I did it, man. So don't just let me get it. Yeah, let's go. I'm gone to the yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. I got this, man, I got it. I will not quit, I'm
Again, thanks for coming by. I'll talk to you guys soon.